Hello, all of you Vainglorious, you wonderful people, and welcome back to City Skylines, where we're here in the as yet unnamed, currently temporarily named Rock Valley. And we're gonna see about adding in our first bit of fishing industry here. I think right down here is kind of not a bad spot. I can run a road over here. It's not going to be a huge deal. But I want to do that guy. And then I also want to do the fish market. But I think it's rather huge, isn't it? Oh, it is. It's large. Let's see if I can't get rid of that road and then fit it in there. Oh, it's still too big. It's a big boy. But yeah, I want a place for the fish to go. There we go, and be sold. So this will work like just to the edge here. And then what we can do is just run a small little road right there so I can zone all of that. Though I don't think I really gained any zoning. Gained like 4 squares. Okay, so the way these work, first of all, we have to connect a road up to it. Would be helpful. You are really in the way, but thanks. Go away. We need a road connected up to it, and it's going to be a little tricky because one, it's currently underwater. Let's maybe move it here. Let's move it to like right there, so it's not catching all of that water that's coming over there, and then it also gives us a way to get up and up this way here, up and up this way. Sometimes. So we can go like that, and oh, okay. We don't want that to be it. Okay, let's start over. We don't want the road to be at that nastiness way down there. We want it to just follow the ground nicely, and then up, and then I think right there is fine to get that connected. It does need water, ironically. Fish, you know. Oh, hey, we just did a thing, which gives us transport options, ferry boat options, cool. Or industry, which, maybe. And one thing that we will be using with our recreational use, because that does increase happiness, increases taxes, and somehow decreases crime while also increasing how much we're spending on crime. So to make these things work, they don't need a very long path at all, but they do have to have a path. Like, honestly, I can probably just have it go out like this, and I bet you anything I can just have it turn and come right back. And it'll probably fill up our boats. And then I will connect it, and I bet you anything that's going to be enough. What we're going to do is wait for it to generate a boat. And what we want to see is the boat get 100% full just before it pulls up to the dock here. It may take it a minute here before it actually starts working. There we go. Okay, so he's at 3% full. If we just follow him around, my hope is that by the time he turns around, it'll be at 50%. Maybe not. Okay. So we might need to make it a little bit longer, but not by much. Okay, so we need to make it about 30% longer. I can do that. I guess I was a bit optimistic. But we're going to catch 3 different types of fish going through here, which is kind of awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that and that and that. And we're just going to bring it out straight for just a second. We're going to go like that. And then we're going to go like this here. I'd really like us to have a little bit more time in the purple just to get a chance to get a few more shellfish. I don't think it makes any difference what type of fish you're catching. I've yet to notice any difference at all, honestly. So I don't think it really matters. This is probably going to be too long. But now we've got kind of a funky looking boot there. This is probably going to be too long now. The boat's going to disappear. This one should follow it. So let's see here. Yeah, he was early enough into the journey that he's still going to follow the whole thing. So he's going on a little L shape now. Yeah, I think it's too long now. I think they're going to spend time out in the river here. Not a lot. But yeah, I can definitely cut it off a little bit shorter. I just want to get it right. Excuse me, get it right. As I, cough up along. So if we do this, and then maybe put our curve right there, I am losing the opportunity to get some salmon this way. I'll catch a little bit of salmon on their way back, but not much. So we'll bring this up like this over to here, and then we'll grab this boat that just came out, and we're going to keep doing this until we get this to 100%. So that as the boats are finishing their journey, they are like right here, I want them to hit 100%. Or right there close to it. 79, 80, 84, 85, 95. Oh, he just did it. Did you see that? That was perfect. Like, he hit 100% and then disappeared into the dock. That's exactly what we want. So what we see here is our fish route efficiency. 100%, baby. Uh-oh. We're short on water for a reason. Okay, we just need another water tower, I guess. And these guys are saying they don't have enough. Really? Surprising. This is a trash dump over here, so we'll dump in some more waste management there. And I guess, for now, I don't want to get these water towers too close to this industry here, because they will pollute. Oh yeah, we have to connect you up to the old water infrastructure. And that's good. Power is, getting dangerously low. So let's throw in just a couple more windmills here. Just wherever they're at 7 and 8 megawatts. I'll eventually get rid of all of these and replace them with just solar energy. But for now, they do the trick. So have you sent out any trucks yet? You haven't. You've got 21 out of 26 workers, though, which is kind of nice. So what is our unemployment? 5%. And yet they say they want more residential. That's peculiar. I want to fill this in the rest of the way with commercial. All through there. And that should help with unemployment, and it should also bring us in a bit more people. Ooh, our capacity on our elementary school, a little low, so let's go ahead and bring in a second one. In fact, let's move this one to like service this side of the town a little bit better. I want it right off of this main road, and we'll move your park. Oh, I know you're so sad about it. We'll move your park as well. And then we'll put the other one more over here. Yeah, that works. And then I don't have money for a playground. There we go. Now I do. And we'll put in a playground right there. We will now change this back into residential. And now we're splitting our student base between the two elementary schools. So we still have quite a few in that one, but that number should go down and this number should come up. One of the things that's new in this is elder care and child health centers. As you can see, this one increases the birth rate within the building's radius, and it has a pretty big radius. Obviously, I don't have enough money right now, but I could buy one of these and throw it in like right here where that school was, and that would cover all my residential area. Or I can even put it way down here, and it would still cover all my residential area. There is also the elder care that offers treatment to the elderly, brings up their health average, and you can see that in the top up there. Actually, you're looking at elder care right now with birth rate 22 per week, and our average lifespan is 70. We'd like to bring that birth rate a little bit higher than that if we can. But each of these cost 18,000, 18 and 20,000. So we gotta wait just a minute here before we have enough cash to do that. What I want to do real quick unemployment is sitting good. So let's start expanding out just a bit. I don't think I can get in a whole nother grid here. I can here, but then if I could bring it to here, it's going to be up against the hill, I think. Let's see what that looks like. It's actually not too bad. I'll keep it. And then this backside here can be industry, and this corner can be industry. And then we can do some commercial and then residential up against it. But then this will also give us a way to do our 4x3 grid here. Don't remember exactly how many this came out. Not enough money. I'm broke. I spent all my money on roads. I can have loan. Give me a loan. Give me money right now. That one's a little crooked, but I'm not okay with that because I actually want to do something different here. Yes. I want a road that kind of follows the shoreline right there. So we'll do that in a minute. So let's just get these roads in, spend the rest of the money we just took out in a loan. Because why not? I mean, that's what the money is here for, is to spend. Spend, spend, spend. If you're just hoarding cash in City Skylines and not using it to develop your city, you're doing it wrong. It's not a savings account. It is a build a city account. So we will bring in a little bit to there, just cover that. No need to go like all the way across the square when just that little bit covers it. Just why spend the money, right? So that should be good there. How are my schools doing now? You're not at school. You're still not at school. Where are you? Where's the freaking school? I know I put a school over here. There it is. So 127 and 143. That's much better. So those two schools can probably support this area without too much effort, I would think. So what we're going to do back here is get this connected somehow in this corner, maybe. I don't think I'm going to be able to connect it, but I can do this. We can bring a road out like that. And maybe like that. But it going here and up and over. Too much of a hill. I don't like it. So I'm going to do it. So we'll have, like I said, a little bit of industrial back here. I want that to be on the ground, though. And then we'll have just a strip of commercial between the two right there. And then that will be residential. I know that's a very ugly grid, but whatever. What are you going to do, huh? Sometimes you just have to build ugly grids. One thing I need to keep in mind that I just realized I'm not paying attention to is adding future roundabouts, but I guess that'll just cause me to have to tear some things down later. Let's get this going through a little bit better. And then we'll bring you off this back road, like right, if I can get it to cooperate right here. And that one right there. And then we'll bring a road across and then out like that. That way they've got a couple different choices for getting in and out of there. And then we're going to kind of repeat what we did a while ago, but with a little bit of a bigger gap in the middle this time. Why? Because that's just where I happen to click the mouse. That's why. Let's go here and do this to give them a couple of ways through here. Normally I don't do things like that because it can create traffic problems. As long as you don't do too many of them, they will stick to the bigger road as their main road. And they won't really get off onto those side roads too much. Sometimes they will, but usually not too terribly much. So our big need is for people. People. So our people are going to live here. Not there, though. All of this. And we're just going to go ahead and spam out a ton of residential. And then follow that up with our industrial, like that. And our commercial like that. And we'll go ahead and even give them some more jobs over here. Like that. And then back here, I think what I want to do is something like this. I want just a little bit of industrial here leading up to that hill. And I want this to be commercial here. And a strip of commercial down the side. And then the rest residential. And then one thing that we've unlocked is mass transit. I mean, I don't know that we really need a bus line right now for 3,000 people. Really? I don't think so. What we do need to do, though, is go ahead and get our child care center in. Again, look, that covers pretty much our entire area that we have available to us. I don't have any death care, do I? Ooh. I may need to place a cemetery first, then. Yeah, we kind of need death care. What will that fit? It'll fit right there quite nicely. Oh, I still have money left over for that. Cool. So we'll throw in our child care, and then as soon as we have 22 grand, we will get the elder care, which shouldn't take too terribly long. We're going to go look at our policies now. We do want recreational use. Yeah, the police budget goes up. I'm okay with that because it also gives me increased tourism, but it's also going to increase that happiness rate. Boom, look at that. Clicked it, and it's, I don't know if it instantly went up when I did that, but it does go up pretty quick. And then that's probably the only one we need right now. Yeah, that's really the only one we need right now. Recycling's not bad, but we don't really need it. Our garbage should be keeping up. Oh, it's not. Never mind. I was wrong. I lied terribly. Our garbage is nowhere near keeping up. Let's throw in another dump then. Where can we throw in another dump? Could have thrown one in there if I would have put that road in the back. So that road in the back is no longer. And we'll throw one in right there where those people are currently building industry. And then that probably is still not enough, is it? Well, why not? Maybe if we add in a recycling center? God, that's still not enough. Wow. These are some very garbage producing people. Well, that's going to have to be enough because we're running out of money. How is that not enough garbage processing status for these guys? That doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, I've got a capacity of 16 million units. Oh, I see what it is they're just making about twice as much garbage as I can pick up in a week. That's what's happening. So maybe I do need this policy? Because what that does is reduce the garbage accumulation. You can't have both those open at once, really. There we go. So let's see what happens when we click this. Oh, that dropped by 18,000 units, but that's it. I don't think it's worth it. We'll leave it on. What does this do? Recycle plastic. They work with more efficiency. Does that give me more capacity? Yeah, quite a bit more, actually. But it does cost me 100 credits more per recycling center. But those are now really efficient. So if I can get a couple more of them in here, we might be able to get on top of this trash problem. Yeah, see, that's going to work out really well. We do need our elder care facility. We'll put it right here along this main road where nobody's really building yet. And that will cover all of our residential area. So what's our deal? Why aren't we building houses? They want commercial. Well, that's too bad, isn't it? Because we're not giving you commercial. I want to check on our fishing industry that we put in a moment ago. How are we doing over here? I mean, it's fishing. We have 3 trucks in use. How many fish have we picked up 130,000 already, so we are well on our way. The fish factory takes the fish and turns them into consumer goods, whereas the fish market sells it directly to people. What I want to get is this guy here in just a minute, because this also gives us 48,000 units of fish. Or 4,800 units of fish. I don't know how many fish are in a unit. No idea. And then this one is giving us... You can store 32 tons. So I don't really know how quickly that's a thing, though. But this should unlock pretty soon. Where'd it go? Yeah, that's going to unlock any minute now. And we'll be able to add in a fish farm. So I do believe we do need some commercial down on this end. Just like maybe a little strip of neighborhood shops. So let us see. Whoa, hi. How are you? We just got a nice little bonus there. Tourism specialty, policies. This is something we'll be able to use soon. But nothing else that we really want to take advantage of right now, I don't believe. We do have the bigger guys for these, but we don't have the more enhanced death care, do we? I don't think so. And I didn't know all these things were a thing. A general hospital? When? Rail yard shipping to the station department store? What? What are all these buildings? I've never seen these buildings before. Where even are these buildings? I've never seen them. Are they part of the DLC, or did I buy them? Let's find this. Local Register Office of State Administrative Affairs has... Weird. I don't know what those buildings are. I don't even know how to find them. Are they in here? It's a $75,000 building, so it's expensive. But what group is that in? Like, where would I find that? If you guys know the answer to that question, by all means, please let me know. Because I don't even know what that is. I have no clue what that thing is. I've never seen it before, ever, 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 ever. Like, I've got all these extra buildings. Okay, so one of those was a general hospital under healthcare. Okay, there's that. Cool. And then there's the medical laboratory. Cool. I've used that before in a city. So that's neat. We can do an alternate hospital. I really don't know where all those other buildings are. There's a waste disposal unit. Neat. Nothing there. Here we have an intelligence agency. That's cool. Let's just kind of look through and see what we have. The faculty, I knew about that. That doesn't have anything. This just has those two guys. And this. Oh, here they are. Drive-in restaurant. Drive-in Oriental restaurant. An Oriental market. Noodle. I don't remember buying this. I don't think I bought the DLC or the add-on pack for modern Japan or China, or I forget which. I'm not being racist, I promise. I don't remember buying these, but I must have done, because here they are. Anyway, we have a city to build, Brandon. Pay attention to what you're doing. I just spent like 5 minutes doing that, didn't I? Yes, and I'm sorry about that. So what I want is, we have treesy roads. Why do we need to spend a lot of money on treesy roads? Because they raise land values slightly and also help with noise. So we just want to come through here and make a lot of noise and upgrade to our treesy roads. And that is their official name. I don't care what it said down on the bottom. They're treesy roads. By the way, do I have... I don't. I've re-downloaded the network extensions mod, but I don't currently have it enabled. It was updated for Sunset Harbor. So we can start using that again soon. How exciting. So I know this is loud. I should do like a headphone warning, shouldn't I? I don't know. How many of you guys watch on headphones? I know that the majority of my audience, by a overwhelming margin, watches on mobile devices. But I don't know how many of you use headphones or play through speakers. I don't get that type of information. All right, more cheesy roads for the big guy here. So again, it just makes them happy. So you see just little smiley faces popping up because they like the cheesy roads. It helps with pollution a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, and it helps with noise and land value. So that's why I go ahead and spend the money on it. I mean, it's expensive, but it's a good expensive. It's a dry heat. That's going to come up in an Astroneer video pretty soon. Actually, in one of the Astroneer Academy videos, I kind of make fun of the people who say, it's a dry heat. I've never understood that phrase my whole life. Oh, I guess the industry back there could have some trees to pollute and kill. Because they're polluting and killing them there too. Cool, trees and roads everywhere. Awesome. That should make people pretty happy. So what I want to do is come back into regular little roads. And I want to just kind of bring from here down like to the water's edge. Like right at water's edge here. Like to about there. That'll be good. And then we'll figure out where it goes after that. So to connect there, and then we can also like do one that just kind of comes in right there like that. And then we will bring this avenue on down to there. And then we'll be able to have some nice beachfront properties. And beachfront properties are good because land value already high by the water. You can see that, you know, like normal land, no land value. Like over here is the only place to have any good land value. If I build houses here, it'll instantly have decent land value. So that will be kind of a nice thing. So the last thing we need to do is get a small little area in here, and God, I really don't know where to bring it in because I've kind of locked myself into a grid down here. So I'm going to stick with the grid there for that, and then we won't do the grid down here. But they are calling for a lot more commercial. But I think that's probably going to get us done for today. Let's see here. What are you bitching about? Not enough educated workers. Well, we don't have universities yet, do we? No, we do not. Oh, they are having a little bit of struggle with elementary. That is very surprising. We'll have to deal with that next time. In the meantime, make sure you follow me over on Twitter so that you can keep abreast of all the channel news and updates and other kinds of just random nonsense that I post and retweet and silliness. And then, of course, come hang out with us on the Vainglorious Discord server where we have tons of different voice chat channels, text channels, even a memes channel that I never visit because I think memes are weird. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today. So until next time, we're going to go stare at a really empty railroad track. And I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.